Hi guys, we're looking today at the Storm Collectibles Nostalgia Costume Akuma. It's the newest, aside from SDCC, version of Akuma. It's him in his classic nostalgic costume from Street Fighter V. It's got some really small tweaks compared to Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 3 Akuma. It's a very welcome addition for those of you who didn't like the lion-inspired Street Fighter V. Goki. I think he's great. Let's dive deep into this figure, but first let's look at his box. And this is how the box looks. As you can see, it's the standard typical Storm Collectibles Street Fighter box. Big, blue with some in-game character models, visible figure, Kiki art, and some bios. Everything is in Japanese because this is the Japanese edition of this figure. So yeah, that's that. Let's go back to playing with this toy. Alright, that's how our Akuma looks in hand. Figure's great. I will give you that on the start. He's really good. He's so much more than just a head swap with a different coat of paint. Surprisingly good. It's not there isn't a difference like between normal Ryu and hot Ryu, but this guy has in some sense even more work put into him, which is astounding because this could have been just a head swap with a new coat of paint. But first let's go and bring the previous Akuma figure. As you can see here, he is with the classic hair I've customized for him. I was pretty happy with how I sculpted it until Storm decided to steal my idea and release their own classic Akuma. So yeah, I know it's not that great, but it's okay. Although, now since I have this guy, I would have preferred the previous Akuma to have the lion mane still. But it is how it is. So as you can see, this guy is mostly reuse. The sculpt on him is like 90% reuse. Armbands and gloves are new, also part of this gi, I'm pretty sure, and the belt, and obviously the head with the beads. Everything else is exactly the same on both figures. I've studied this sculpt and I'm pretty sure there's nothing changed here, other than the obvious things. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure they've reused the front half of the top of the gi, not the back half. Look at this. He's got this sack, I would say, for the beads here. He's got it also in this version. It goes right here, and in this place in the middle it goes flat on his back. But with this Akuma there is still this satchel bag for the beads. It's pretty cool still. As you can see, the gloves are different. If you're a fan of classic Akuma, I think you will love this figure. If you don't care, you will love this figure as well. For me, it's a mixed bag because I much more prefer the color scheme on this guy. I would say the classic, but he really isn't classic. The Street Fighter V Akuma. I really prefer the ropes on him instead of professional gear. Yeah, I think the costume looks way better. I like the super deep skin tone, but this head is just hard to beat. It's perfect. Even the faces are different in their features. Noses are different. Yeah, it looks like two different people. It's pretty cool. But they've also modified the joints here. I haven't realized this before, but Storm has switched to a new type of joints here. As you can see, it's more akin to a classic ball joint versus the old barbell joint, which is good because the new joint system is way more reliable and the outward movement is perfect. It's just a perfect split. So give me a Jean-Claude Van Damme guide figure now, please. But yeah, articulation wise, head goes up and down and in the upper and lower side of the neck, as always. Waist and ab movement is like so. It can be detached here. Arms go around butterfly joints. This way, biceps will go 90-degree double elbow. Wrists, this thing is movable as well. Legs go this far. Rotation in the thigh, double knee, lower leg, and the new articulation in the ankles. Rocker is very minimal, if not really non-existent even, plus toes. Yeah, but also this new Akuma is a smidge taller than the previous Akuma. As you can see, his legs are longer. There's more gaps here, as you can see, in the knees, and these joints are making him taller as well. So that's cool. That's really cool. So the articulation is here. You will be able to move like Akuma does in the games. Sandals are removable, so that's no problem if you don't like them or want to give him a geta. As far as accessories, he comes with 3 separate full heads, which is awesome. All of them are at various stages of being angry and annoyed. This one is great, this one is great, this one is not so much. Switching them is really easy. As always with Storm figures, it goes like so. The top knot is removable. Looks great with this stoic head as well. Other accessories, 3 pairs of hands, so 4 in total. 2 flat palms, like Big Bang Attack palms. Obviously 2 fists and 2 of these posed fingers, and Hadouken, or Go Hadouken. Arms, hands. He also comes with these flame or key effects that go on his arms or also can go on the palms, which is nice. The standard Akuma had them in translucent violet or purple. This one has them in red, orange and yellow. Same goes to his Go Hadouken. He also comes with a stand for this effect, but one thing I'm not too happy with is that he doesn't have a stand of his own. The one I used at the start of this review was from some other Street Fighter figure. I hope this is just a one-time thing. I really want all of the Street Fighter figures to come with their stands forever, but I wouldn't be surprised if Storm just decided to not release stands with these figures when they are starting to sell stands separate. So yeah, he also comes with a alternate gi top, or I would say this one is the alternate, this one is the classic one. Would be cool if this had not this kanji but the 10 symbol he has also on his beads here. Would be really nice since this is classic Akuma after all. Removing the gi is very easy. Chest sculpt is exactly the same as the previous Akuma. You can get these beads off of him. If you want to, you can switch them between them. You can switch everything between these two figures, but you know, as you can see, the colors won't match. But a good way to make a classic Akuma with the new Akuma's parts would be to use just, you know, the costume, switch all the flashy bits. But yeah, these would be, well, nah, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to switch everything, but still, you can try if you want to. Looks like this. It's not perfect obviously, but looks pretty cool still. This fell out. I still really like this Akuma to have the roll down D on my shelf. As far as making him complete, it's pretty easy to get it up with his arms like this. Just be careful not to tear anything, because it's rubber. Okay, adjust it here and get this belt on. Alright, and this is how this Akuma looks. Now, for some comparisons. First, this Akuma you've seen here before, as I said, new one is taller, a bit taller than the previous one. Still, both are really, really great. Heihachi and Ken, yeah, they look exactly like they've always looked in this series with Akuma. Plus Chun-li and Shao Kahn. There is a bit of difference between the three of them. So yeah, that's Akuma for you. If you're a fan of the classic costume, you will love this figure. If you're a fan of Akuma, you will love this figure. If you don't care what costume he wears, you will love this figure because it's so great. If you don't mind having two different versions of Akuma on your shelf, buy both. This one will be easily available for the time being from resellers online and also stores online. Storm doesn't carry it anymore in their store, so you know, that's that. Yeah, it's a really wonderful figure and another home run in the Storm Collectibles series. So huge props to those guys, and stay tuned for more figures because we will look at Mike Tyson next.